Sixers get on the board against the Knicks, winning the series 1-2 there. Sixers getting back in there with a big game from Joel Embiid, 50 points, 50 big points from Joel Embiid in this series. He's been a monster this series, playing on one leg, has cerebral palsy, which we just found out with one side of his face is not reacting the way it is, and that's why he's having these looks sometimes on the court that people were questioning, and he couldn't hide it anymore. Came in after the press conference and discussed that, but kudos for him for even playing through that, and for him to do that is just, this guy has battled through injury in the playoffs before and hasn't looked the best, but to have cerebral palsy, recovering from that left knee injury, and playing the way he is, and how well he is, and how effective he is, and how much guts and heart that takes for Joel Embiid. Just respect for him for doing that, and gutting it out for his team, because they really don't have any chance without him. Giving his team the chance with that 50-point game, 125-114 in Game 3 the other night, and just kudos to him and Maxey in that two-man game. When they run that two-man game, it's what Doc Rivers envisioned for, I don't want to say Ben Simmons in terms of scoring wise, but just that pick and roll mentality, him and Harden, which we saw a little bit, but Maxey's just a different level of speed and quickness, and willing to work in that pick and roll with Joel Embiid rather than others. And it has paid dividends. Joel Embiid has been effective. Tyrese Maxey has been up and down, but his scoring has been there for them. And they're getting good production out of Kyle Lowry, which is good for Philly getting back in this game. They lost the first two games, 111, 104, 104 to 101 in Game 2. And it was just effort plays from the New York Knicks, from all the guys, DiVincenzo, Josh Hart, who has been amazing this series, Jalen Brunson just being the sturdy hand and just playing downhill and creating havoc. But when you look at those guys playing the way they are, that's how the New York Knicks got the 2-0 lead, and especially without Julius Randle not being favored in the series despite being the higher seed, they have just been all heart, all getting on the offensive boards. Hartenstein, Mitchell Robinson, hopefully he's able to come back from the sprained ankle. When you look at all that stuff that they're doing to try to compete in this series, you're just wondering in my head, at some point, is Jalen Brunson going to wear down? Just the way he has to play. Josh Hart is playing all the minutes in these games. And you're just looking at it from that standpoint of how in the world are the Knicks going to be able to control Joel Embiid once he gets going? And it seems like as Joel Embiid is getting stronger during the series, I think Jalen Brunson might be getting to wear down. He's getting guarded by Kelly Oubre, Tobias Harris, all these guys, bigger guys trying to wear him down, get him to get into mistakes. And if it's all about if the New York Knicks other guys can keep it up and continue to score and continue to provide that production and rebounding that has gotten them a 2-0 lead. Now it's a 2-1 lead. And you're just wondering if they can continue to hold that up over the course of this series. So that's the question mark for the New York Knicks. Now the question for Philly is Joel Embiid going to continue to get stronger over the course of the series? Is he going to be able to continue to impose his will, especially with Mitchell Robinson going down, it looks like, and we don't know when he's going to be back. But overall, looking at it from that standpoint of Joel Embiid just creating havoc on the offensive end, will he be able to get his mobility back on the defensive end eventually at some point? But right now, the way he's playing offensively, 37.7 points per game, 5.3 assists, 8.7 rebounds. The rebounding got to get up, but the way that injury is working right now with his knee, who knows if he's going to be able to get those defensive and get back to the defensive impact that we know he's capable of having. So it's going to be interesting. This is a really, really good series. It's been entertaining. Jalen Brunson has been a monster. Joel Embiid has been a demon on the inside there on the basketball court, in the paint, in the post, shooting at the three. He was hot from three in Game 3. And you're just wondering, it's like the age of attrition here. What's going to catch up? Is it going to be the stamina of the Knicks, the stamina of Joel Embiid? We shall see. But this is a very entertaining series. It's not a far series. It's only 100 miles from Madison Square Garden to Philadelphia's arena, they're saying. So it's like, okay, there's not a lot of wear and tear. It looks like the rest is going to help Joel Embiid. So we shall see. I really like this series. I'm having a good time watching it. Seeing the Knicks and the other guys step up. OG Anunoby has to step up for the New York Knicks as well. But this is just a great series, and I'm enjoying it.